After you buy 10 or 8 bubble tea, you get a free one.
Oh, nice.
I have like 38 free bubble tea.
All right.
Yeah, it's really good. If the bubbles are good, it's really good.
Yep.
I have had it a couple times when the bubbles were not cooked all the way through, and so there's a little crunchy center. I'm like, no.
It's just starch.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a microphone?
That
Oh,
thing.
there it is. Oh,
That is significant.
Yeah, I thought it was a microscope, so I was like, I don't know what the.
Oh,
I hope Alvin's kid is okay. Alvin could.
yeah, we heard his kid was sick.
He did a lot of work on this.
It's been really cool seeing the product come together and like how all of your different areas of expertise are being like combined to make this really awesome. I don't know, sort of like an idea plus a prototype.
Yeah.
Like not just the prototype, but actually like all of the information about what would need to happen in this product.
The thing that people have been asking for. Are you taking classes next semester?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm full-time, so it's just 2 classes. Well, so 2 classes technically counts as full-time for my financial aid. So I'm just doing 2 because the university pays for 1 class, and then we pay for whatever else I take. And so I'm hoping that if I just do a few classes now, maybe next year I can up the funding level, and so it won't be quite so expensive to take classes.
Yeah.
It's really pricey.
GW?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's because I'm out of state. Maryland would have been about the same price, but if I were in state, Maryland would have been much cheaper. And George Washington it's private. It's in DC. I mean, you can imagine.
Okay, I was wondering what I could speak to for my Middle Earth voiceover, and here we go.
Oh.
yeah, there you go. All right, I think.
Do I need this laptop with me right now?
Do you need the laptop with
Yeah,
you
where do
right
you
now?
want
Okay, tell me when you want me to press.
Oh, we're losing the light.
I know.
Do you want to turn on any lights?
No.
You better do this fast.
Better do it fast. Okay. You don't need this guy.
It's very interesting.
So we don't want red in it, or we do want red in this?
Oh, we do want
Oh, it looks a lot brighter in the camera.
Oh,
We
good.
can shift the monitor to face that way too, you know.
No. Wait, Red, sit down, or however you want.
I'm gonna get back here
Oh, okay.
since you don't need me here to record this, right? You're gonna be able to.
It would be nice to do it just in case. Right now, you're not in the shot.
Yeah,
I
you're
will
good.
stay right here.
Yeah,
Great.
just make sure you lean at the left.
Yeah, that's great.
And then get that.
Okay, yep. Okay, please sit down. Yeah, it's really nice and bright.
All right.
Oh, you're low on battery.
I know. Let me do stop us if it like dies.
Okay.
The charger. Did it just die?
No, I turned it off.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, the charger was misbehaving. Yeah. All right, we ready?
So I'm looking at this. Can I make it bigger?
Yeah, you can make it bigger. You press like that.
Okay, command and okay, good.
Yeah.
You want the microphone in the shot?
Yeah, the microphone in the shot is fine.
Okay.
So what? You're Megan Sutton. You are.
Wait, start over.
Oh, okay.
Hold on.
You got the name wrong anyway.
It's true.
Okay, go.
So this is Megan. She's our primary user. She's the user of our users, the user that leads us to other users. And she kind of gave us the idea of the product in the first place. Megan, can you tell us why having software for making primers is important?
The primer making process is very complex. There are a lot of different steps, and some of them require a human touch, but some of them are very repetitive, very exhausting, and having a computer to keep track of the various pieces and how they combine, and also some of the technical suggestions would be very, very helpful and would allow the human to do what the human's good at instead of counting letters and other things.
Oh, that's great. So we've met with you before, and based on some of the requirements that you gave us, we made a prototype. And we'd like you to take a look at the prototype. Now, it's a very prototypey prototype. It's not going to work the way that we want the final product to look. I have it right here. We call it Optimus Primer.
Okay.
If you take a look and just click around, I'm going to narrate for you a little bit. And as you come up with ideas and maybe like something or don't like something about it, if you say it out loud, we can have an idea of what you're thinking in your mind, so that we can make it better in the future. Would you like that?
Sure.
All right. Let's go ahead.
Okay. Okay, so we're on the first page, and it says create a primer project, select a language. Oh, wow. We've got several languages in here. I'm going to choose Spanish because I know that one. And then I have choice to upload a source document or create a blank. Cool. So like the source document, what would that be?
The source document would be like if you have a dictionary or you have some writing that's already done in that language that our program can analyze to give you counts and recommendations for the language.
Okay, yeah, that would be really, really good.
Do you want to go ahead and pick a source document?
The link's not actually active
Oh,
yet.
the link's not active yet. So that is the Scourge. Maybe if we try it for Klingon.
Is it dying?
Our camera person is communicating to us.
Elvish? You have to click Elvish.
Oh.
Okay. Okay, ready, go.
So why don't you go ahead and pick a source document?
Okay, so I've selected the language Elvish, and I'm uploading a source document. It's not going through.
Why don't you go ahead and pick a source document?
Hmm?
Why don't you go ahead and pick a source document?
Yeah, originally I was able to click on Elvis and then upload, and it worked.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure why it's not.
Is it frozen?
I can't imagine it would be. It's just not letting me do it. It doesn't let you actually upload something. It's just a.
Yeah, I know.
If you have Internet Explorer, that works too. In fact, that may be preferable.
I'm a little concerned that if I do that, I'm going to have to reset the recorder.
And what happens if you just close the thing and do it?
I'm gonna turn off the camera.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
good idea.
Hey, there we go.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Okay, one.
Apparently, it's a browser thing.
So I'm going to switch this to. That. There we go. So why don't you go ahead and
So I'm on it.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
So why don't you go ahead and upload a source document?
Okay. So I'm selecting from list of languages. Ooh, Elvish. That's very fun. Okay.
So this is just pretending you're going to go in your files and pick a file.
Uh-huh. Okay.
And once you're done with that, it gives you a list of occurrences that it has of each grapheme, as you know that
Okay.
word, every letter in the alphabet as you define it, and it suggests an order based on those.
Okay. So let's see. It looks like E was used very frequently. The P and the Q together were used a lot, which I wouldn't have expected. Okay. So then, yeah, so I've got kind of my raw data here, and then it says continue to lesson order.
And once you continue to lesson order, it's going to arrange these in an order that it suggests. And in this pane, you're not seeing it filled out right now, because on the left, it's going to have information about data for the language, and you can like mess with the lesson order there. And on the right, it'll have your actual formatted document. So if you have a teacher guide, it'll be there on the right. If you have the actual primer itself, it'll be there on the right. And you view them side by side. And
okay, so it'll suggest an order, and I could like maybe scroll through the pages and be like, oh, so it would kind of look like that at the end.
Exactly. Okay. The thing on the right is what you actually print out and give to people. The one on the left is what you've been thinking of as your planning document. So for the planning document, you see right now you just see all these lists of orders of letters and their occurrences, but you'll also have to have things like what examples you want to have, what sentences you want to have for each letter, maybe some exercises for each letter. That'll be on the planning document side, and they'll also appear in the primer or the leader guide.
Okay, so I could type something for the letter A, like I want this text, and then I could kind of see how it would actually look in the actual document. That's very cool.
Yeah. And we'll do some highlighting. So the thing on the right and the left, they'll be highlighted so you can see if they're linked or not. And when you edit something on the left, it also gets it on the right and vice versa.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so it goes back and forth in both directions.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of our frustrations when we were doing the process, that sometimes we would write text or we'd modify something in our text, and then we'd have to go back to our planning document and redo all of our counts and like copy paste whatever we'd done into it. And it was just a lot of overhead. Time spent doing things that we didn't feel we should have to do.
So, and we're hoping in the future too, since you guys work as a team, we can have in the planning station, we can also have a sense of things that are to-dos, of tasks that you can assign to different team members. And you know how in like Microsoft Word, for example, you have this track changes feature where you make changes to a document, but they're temporary. They're not necessarily what they're in this transitional state and they have to get approved. If you could do that for your team, then you can have a dozen people working on it, and maybe your data only gets synced once a week or something like that. And the person in charge can approve the contributions of other people in the team.
Yeah, I haven't actually worked in a distance situation for anything like that, but it sounds like that would be really useful.
Yeah, that's great. Well, thanks for looking at the prototype. Do you have any other comments that you'd like to share about it?
No, not right now.
Okay.
Yay!
Good.
That's awesome. Cool. Do you want to review it? Do you have another battery?
I do. It's in the charger right now.
Okay.
But it was dead too. The problem is they're both dead.
Oh.
One, and I just pulled one out of the charger and it's still dead. I'm gonna stop
Afraid that the
broadcasting.
charger's not working.
Yeah.
Do you want to